Hello, I am so excited to have you here. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have lately been a little disconnected from my practice. So, in order to feel more connected and find this recommitment to my practice of practicing regularly, I am going to be doing a 7-day challenge where I do yoga every single day just for 10 to 20 minutes, just carving out that time to really give back to myself and reconnect with my practice. So, this is day one of my 7-day easing back into yoga practice, and I'm so excited to have you here with me. For today's first flow, we are going to do no standing because this is day one and we're just easing back in. I am going to jump right into it. We're going to start in a child's pose today. So meet me on your mat, knees wide, big toes to touch behind you. Sink your hips down towards your heels. Walk your hands to the top of your mat as you melt your forehead down to the space beneath you. Press your palms into your mat to float your elbows away from your mat, making this an active child's pose. Take a nice exhale, release any still air you're holding on to. Deep inhale through your nose, breathe in fresh air. Big open mouth exhale, release. Continue to take these full rounds of breath and use these next few moments to set an intention for your practice today. I want you to choose an intention that is going to best support you in this present moment. Choose an intention that is just going to let you prioritize you and whatever it is that you want to take away from your practice today. Whatever your intention is, I want you to visualize it, really focus on it. Take a deep inhale through your nose, breathe it in. Big open mouth release. Inhale, tabletop, float yourself up, stack your shoulders over your wrists, guide those knees directly underneath your hips. Take a moment here, breathe as you set yourself up, finding that alignment. Gazes straight down to lengthen the crown of your head forward. Belly button is pulled back towards your spine and up to keep that core engaged. Inhale, cow pose, softly bend your elbows, shine your heart forward as you let your belly sink low. I want you to pause here for a moment. Draw your palms into the mat and energetically draw them back. Notice how that lets you crack your heart open just a little bit deeper. Stay here for an inhale. Exhale, cat pose, push your mat away, round your spine, really push the mat away, find that C curve with your spine, draw your tailbone down towards the mat as you pull your chin towards your chest. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now I want you to continue to move through cat and cow, but I want you to take it at your own pace and give yourself permission to invite any other organic movements you feel called to here. Maybe you take big circles with your hips. Just take this time to really connect to your body. Listen to whatever it's asking you for and give yourself permission to lean into that. 2 more full rounds of breath here. If you did something to one side, do it to the other. Keep everything balanced. Beautiful work. Gently return to your neutral tabletop. We are going to move into just a little bit of core activation to get us started. Starting with the bird dog. Left palm stays on the mat. Gently begin to extend your right fingertips to the front of your mat. Palm is facing in, thumb up, pinky down. Bicep is framing your ear to keep that shoulder active. Pull your belly button back and engage your core. When you feel ready, gently extend your left leg back behind you. Good. Flex all of your left toes down to the mat to keep your hips squared. And I want you to imagine you're trying to stomp on the back wall back behind you with that left foot to really engage that left glute. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, draw your knee and your elbow towards your midline. Pause here for a moment. Feel your core squeeze in. We're gonna flow through that 4 times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring it in. Just 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in. Listen for the change. Inhale, extend. Exhale, find a quad stretch. So begin to bend your left knee as you reach back with your right hand. Grab the top of your left foot. Good. Take your time to find your balance. Be gentle with yourself. Once you have your balance, begin to kick your left foot into your right hand to open up that right shoulder and your left quad. Continue to press your left palm into the mat. Keep weight on even sides. Gazes down, protect that neck. With control, inhale, extend your right arm, left leg long. Exhale, tabletop back to center. Amazing work. We're gonna do that to the other side. Let's start slow. Just start with extending that left arm forward. Set yourself up, palm facing in, thumb up, pinky down. Bicep frames your ear. Pull that belly button back in and keep your core engaged. When you're ready, extend that right leg back behind you. Again, take a moment to set yourself up. All of your toes are flexing down towards the mat to keep those hips squared. Flex your right foot as much as you can to feel this right glute engage. Hold it for an inhale. Exhale, pull into your midline. Again, hold for this first one. Feel that core engage. Press your right palm into the mat to stay stable. We're gonna flow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pull it in. You got it. Inhale, reach. Exhale, in. Last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in. We have that change coming up. Inhale, extend. Exhale, find that quad stretch. Bend your right knee. Grab the top of your right foot with your left hand. Again, take your time. If you're wobbly, that's okay. You're being gentle with yourself as you ease back in. When you're ready, kick your foot into your hand. Let things open up. Gaze stays down. Left shin and right palm are pressing into the mat to help find that balance. With control, inhale, reach. Exhale, tabletop. Beautiful job. We're almost done with that core activation. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, tabletop hover. Push the mat away just enough to float your knees away from your mat. You're just here for 5. Soften in your elbows. 4. Gaze down. 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Reach your tailbone towards the sky. Whew. First downward dog. Take a moment to set yourself up here. Spread your fingers wide and then root down through the L shape of your palm. So your pointer finger and your thumb to activate your chest. And this is our first downward dog. So maybe you pedal out your dog. You can deeply bend your left knee as you sink your right heel down towards the mat. Feel that nice stretch in the back line of your right leg and then switch it out. If your hips feel a little tight, maybe you take a slightly wider stance and hips with distance. This is your practice. Do what feels good to you. Find stillness in your downward facing dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog on the right. Sweep your right leg up and back. Hold and breathe. Flex all of those right toes down towards the mat to keep your hips squared and squeeze that right glute in to lift your heel up higher. Hold it for an inhale. Exhale, low lunge with control. Bring your right foot through your midline, land it between your hands. If it takes you a couple stanzas to get there, that's okay. Left palm stays rooted. Inhale, low lunge twist. Open up to the right side of your space. Just pause, breathe into it. Let this feel good. Gently pull your right palm back behind you to stack your right shoulder over your left. Nice. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Now with control, guide your right foot back to find a high plank. We are going to move through a chaturanga. Before we do, I want you to know you have options. So just hold your plank, or maybe you just take a pause and watch me as I show you your different options for your chaturanga. So you can drop your knees to the mat as you move through, or you can skip low plank and up dog entirely, just holding your high plank and going to downward facing dog. It's whatever feels best in your body. Wherever you are, prepare with an inhale. Exhale, you lower halfway down. Good, elbows are at a 90-degree bend, squeeze your glutes in. Inhale, upward facing dog, shine your heart forward, flip to the tops of your feet, lift your kneecaps. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing work. We're just going to do that to the other side. Inhale, three-legged dog on the left leg goes up and back. You pause, you breathe into it, square those hips, squeeze that glute, hold it for an inhale. Exhale, low lunge, use your core, bring that left foot through, land it between your hands. Again, take time to get there. We're in no rush. This is your practice. Right palm stays rooted. Inhale, low lunge twist, reach those left fingertips to the sky. Breathe into it, press your right palm into the mat. Let it help you twist deeper. Stay for an inhale. Exhale, low lunge. You know where we're going. Find that high plank. Option to drop your knees. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work, team. Inhale, three-legged dog on the right. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Bring your knee through your midline to land your shin and calf towards the top of your mat. Melt your left hip flexor down towards your right heel. Walk your hands back to set yourself up. We want even weight in our hips here. Look over that right shoulder. Make sure your left toes are just an extension of your left leg. If you feel good here, maybe you come down onto your forearms, or even use your palms as a pillow for your forehead. Now, if you have any pain, pinching, or discomfort in your knees, back, or hips here, I highly encourage you to flip over onto your back for a figure 4 stretch. You're still going to get the same type of stretch. It just looks a little bit different. Gosh, this one always feels so good. We're slowly going to come back up. Start by tucking those back toes. Lift that back leg. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your right leg high just one more time. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, we're gonna do that to the other side. Inhale, three-legged dog on the left. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Pull that left knee through. Use your core, shin, and calf. Come towards the top of your mat. Now soften that right hip flexor down towards that left heel, but keeping even weight in those hips. Let's set ourselves up again. So hands walk back by your hips. Even weight. I'm not dumping into either side. Either are you. Gaze over that left shoulder. Look at those right toes. If you feel good, melt it down. If you maybe felt okay on the other side, but on this side you have pinching, discomfort, and those knees, hip, back, figure 4 is always there for you. I strongly encourage you to modify where you need, pause where you need, skip something if you need. This is your practice. You are here for you and no one else. Slowly come back up onto those palms. Lift yourself up. Tuck those back toes to lift your back knee. Press your palms into the mat. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, soft gaze forward. Exhale, high plank. Roll up onto those tippy toes until you come all the way onto a high plank. We're just going to hold for a few rounds of breath. Option to drop down into those forearms if that feels better on your wrist. It does for me. We're just going to hold for 4. Squeeze your glutes in. Tuck those hips in. 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees. Swing your legs out in front of you. Find a comfortable seated position. And just close your eyes. Palms can be resting in your lap, facing down to ground, up to receive. Just want to take a pause to soak up the shift here. Come back to that intention that you set at the beginning of today's flow. Visualize it. Take a deep inhale through your nose, breathe it in. Hold it at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1, release. When you feel ready, blink open your eyes. Thank you so much for being here with me and for doing this 7-day challenge with me. I am so excited to continue to do this and to ease back into my practice and feel reconnected to my practice. If you enjoyed this, I would greatly appreciate a like, a comment, and subscribe to follow for day 2. I'll see you tomorrow.